What's up, y'all? Allie here, Richard here. If you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to go hit that subscribe button to stay tapped in with Road Trippin' all season long. New episodes, they drop Tuesdays and Thursdays. You don't want to miss what we have in store. So subscribe, hit that notification bell, tell a friend to tell a friend. Road Trippin' is here. We're taking over.
No, stop blaming us for what Perk says.
Breaking news. Shams reported that Trae Young has officially requested a trade from the Atlanta Hawks. I did stutter, but I do not mean to. And Young's reps in the Hawks have started collaborative talks over the last week on finding a resolution. Atlanta's 2-8 with Trae in the lineup this season, 15-13 when he sits. Are you a part of his representation? Because I feel like you have some news on this. Not to mention, I feel like we've been talking about Trae Young and his place.
I mean, Allie, look, you know what I'm saying? Relationships is everything. You know what I mean? I'm not a guy that break news, but when the news come to me, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, it's my duty to let the world know that, yes, these reports are true. This Trae Young is not going to go back like a Giannis and say, no, I never said this or I'm not requesting. No. The time has come. Now, the starting point of it is that when he got injured, the Hawks realized that they got a young superstar in the making in Jalen Johnson, who's averaging.
I should have realized that before.
No, but I'm saying he really got highlighted why Trae Young was out. But the relationship ran its course. Both parties agree. The thing is that both parties, the Hawks and Trae Young, they want to part ways in good fashion. They don't want this to end like a KD at OKC. Trae Young wants to be able to come back one day to the Atlanta Hawks and have his jersey retired.
As he should.
Right? And so Minnesota is in the mix, the Nets and the Wizards. He wants to get to Minnesota, but the problem is that he could get to Minnesota. Does he make them better? Does he make them better? Absolutely, give them a better shot to get to their ultimate goal. I still don't believe that they can, but they don't have the money to pay him that he's going to demand, right? So the Wizards or the Nets, I believe he ends up in Washington. I believe he ends up in Washington. I believe he ends up in Washington. I think it's actually a perfect fit. Trae Young is 28 years old. Washington has been kind of, DC been looking for that new like life star type deal, and they're closer than the Brooklyn Nets.
But that's, you're right. I'm not disputing. Can I jump in?
Yeah, go ahead. We're having a conversation.
I'm saying. I'm not disputing.
I actually miss you. For the first time ever, I actually miss you. So yeah, you can jump in. I actually miss you.
What are you on about? Don't condone this behavior. Don't condone this. Yes, when I think about the Brooklyn Nets, it would be great to get a superstar. But a superstar at 28, and Trae is that. And Trae's going to make you better. Say whatever you want, especially for Washington, Brooklyn. All of a sudden, your wins go up. Say what you want about Trae. He knows how to orchestrate a team. He knows how to uplift an offense, right? His defense is something that has been something that needed to be worked on. But on the offensive end, the man can orchestrate an offense, and he's a competitor. Brooklyn at 28, when they're like, hey, we're retooling, rebuilding. If Trae was 26, 25, then he might fit more of the Brooklyn timeline. But I think Washington, they got pieces, and they need something. They need something up in Washington.
Alec, can you do me a favor? Can you pull up Trae Young's career stats? Because the one thing that we're not going to continue to do, real talk, is continue to act like Trae Young is a bum.
No.
Or he's a cancer, or he's a guy that can't go out there and bust your ass. When you look at Trae Young career numbers, career stats, it actually say Hall of Fame. It says Hall of Fame. What is it?
His career, let me go. On career, give me a second. Let me on it myself.
What is it, 23-8?
No, they got all these splits and all this stuff.
Are you on Basketball Reference?
No, I made a mistake and went to NBA.
That's why you asked me to
I went to NBA.com.
But I want to say it's like 24-8 or something like that for his career.
25, 4, and 10.
For his career.
So 25,
5, 10, and 4.
4, and 10.
But
well, okay, whatever. 25, 10, and 4. However your mind needs it.
But what I'm saying, for his career, Allie, that is Hall of Fame numbers. 25 points, 10 assists for your career is Hall of Fame numbers. I don't give a damn what nobody say. He's still a guy that's going to give you that work. I just look at the Washington Wizards right now, right? they kind of like in that. Well, you got a Chris Middleton, you got a C.J. McCollum, like you get a Trae Young in them. I'm not saying they might slide into a play-in tournament this season.
It's more about
Go get your money.
No. It's more of this about Washington. Washington has been they haven't been the most stable of franchises. They have some young pieces, young talent. Like they would kill to be in the Atlanta Hawks position. Right. And even if it's just reestablishing your culture and your franchise as like, we are competitors, we are looking to win. Trae Young, like, is he we're going to win a championship? Like, he's not the final piece of that, but he is a piece that like, hey, with the talent, the SAR, the young players we have around us, we might be able to compete for that playoff spot. And it's been so long for Washington since that Godspeed to all parties involved.
Bro, you got this big ass, nice ass house on the beach. You paid your light bill?
Yeah, why?
Because is the AC working?
Do you want the
Sweat
AC
like
on?
a motherfucker in here today.
You in here in a vest and a sweater, bro.
It's my new look.
Oh, okay.
I'm here for it. Do you have some New Year's resolutions too before we continue this conversation?
Mine? Yeah, I do have. I have one.
What is it?
Mind my business.
Ooh, love it.
Mind my business. Stay out of other people's business.
Yeah.
And basketball is my business. But to all my family and friends, and I say this respectfully, I don't want to hear it. It ain't got nothing to do with money. I don't want to hear nothing about your problems. I don't want to hear shit about it. I'm minding my business. I'm not going searching for it. If you call me, I'm gonna say respectfully, hey, look, you know, I'm not a therapist. I just don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to deal with it. I'm not in people's business. Basketball wise,
Yeah.
it's my business.
Yeah.
But in 2026, my New Year's mind my business.
Good. Love it.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah, I have a ton. I have a vision board.
Oh, let's get it. Give us a vision board.
No, we don't need to dive into all of that right now. That's for another day. That's for another road tripping show. Because unlike you not being a therapist, I feel like I am a therapist.
He get on my nerves. He is the biggest flexer. So I tell him,
What do we got going on?
He gonna open the door.
No,
yeah. Bitch, we know the water right there.
First of all, I did not. That was her.
Oh.
So why you calling her a bitch? One. Anyways.
Isn't it kind of fun though? You could walk out that door and just like touch the sand. And then like the ocean.
Hey man, y'all listen, man. Y'all telling people where we stay. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure they could find it.
This is Road Trippin' Studios.
Do you have a resolution?
Yeah, just be a better version, right?
Mm-hmm.
Be a better version of myself, like as a father, as a friend, as a person, as an analyst, just as a professional, just all the things.
As a friend, when somebody call you, don't call them back 2 days later.
Yeah, I got
like
a lot of a lot of motherfuckers calling me, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I put them in the order, like you will be answered in the, like, you know how when you call like AT&T and they're like, your call will be answered in the order in which it was received.
You are 35 in the queue.
I'm trying, and I can't use AI bots, but I'm waiting on that. You know what I'm saying, to get back.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, just to be better at all aspects. If you're 1% better of a friend, as a dad, as a analyst in your job, you're 1% better in all those things. That all adds up. You're a 5-10% better person by the end of the year.
Did you ask ChatGPT?
No. ChatGPT basically is stealing my swag. That's really what I'm doing. Like, you know what I'm saying? ChatGPT, they can't help me.
Oh. Well, I just named my chat GPT. It's me and Jane.
You're Jane.
All right, we're continuing this conversation because obviously if Trae Young leaves, you think about what the Hawks should receive, which kind of brings up another concept to all of this trade news from around the league. The Mavericks reportedly have heavy interest in Jonathan Kuminga and Zachary Richichet. Their goal is to acquire some young talent in exchange for Anthony Davis. So with all of this,
could you go Trey and Anthony Davis?
Is AD a better fit on the Warriors or the Hawks?
I would say Warriors.
Yeah, I would say Warriors.
Warriors, 1,000%.
I just don't. Him and Jalen Johnson, I don't.
It's AD if they're able to keep.
Now, if you're telling me I get some AD, Steph, and Jimmy right now, I'm okay with that. With some Draymond, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
So what does Atlanta receive?
Well,
receive?
the thing is, you just
What
want
do
to
you
receive things that's going to build around Jalen Johnson. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it don't have to be a home run. You just need pieces, whether they're shooting, whether it's just whatever it is. You just need to put the pieces around Jalen Johnson. I didn't realize till last week, and this is not I don't feel like this should be a knock on the great analyst that I am, but I didn't realize that this motherfucker was damn near averaging a triple-double for the season.
Who? Jalen Johnson?
Yes.
Yeah, he's 23, 10, and 8.
Are those assists, rebounds, or?
Well, no, you typically go in order of the numbers. She's gonna be smart ass, right? So like if you wouldn't go 23, let's say a big man. Wemby's averaging 23, 4 assists and 13 rebounds.
How this works is when someone is like, "What's the stats? Points, rebounds, assists." That's how it comes off, right? That's how it comes out of your mouth.
Yeah.
Points, rebounds, assists. You don't say points, assists, rebounds.
No.
No, agreed.
So that's how I read it.
And
that was
I'm just merely saying that like when we're going, if you say points, rebounds, assists, if you're talking about a big man, if you say, are you talking about Chris Paul? You're like, oh, he averaged 22 and 9.
because usually the rebound isn't in there.
Yeah, but 23,
I was giving full career.
And 4. This is 100% accurate. I was just more of just referencing that point.
But I didn't know he was that
10
to stay on task.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was that damn good. I mean, I knew he was good. I didn't know those
8 assists is not.
I didn't know those numbers was
that. 24. No, it's 23.7, 10.4, and 8.4.
So Trey Young goes to Washington.
Yeah.
What do you want to see back?
For the Hawks?
Young.
Okay.
Young.
Yeah,
Just whatever.
it.
He's 24 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if he's 24 years old, let's imagine him in this number, kind of like a Cade Cunningham, right? Is he a point guard like Cade? No, but he is an advanced wing that can bring the ball up, play make, post up. He does it all. So what you would want around him, you still want a PG. You have some talent around him, but you want to fill it out. Does he need another good wing player to play off his side? Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, you could go that route. So there's a lot of things that you can do, but give me anyone 25, 26 and under and picks. That's what I want.
What do you want to see in Dallas if something is to happen with Anthony Davis?
That's a confusing situation.
Yeah.
Because
Did I read that AD wants to stay in Dallas?
but
I believe I saw he would prefer to stay.
why would he want to leave though?
That's a great place.
So my thing is, it's confusing because you're shopping AD, right? The Mavs are shopping AD, but you're going to keep Kyrie.
Yeah.
I just...
The timing of what they're saying. Kyrie, you can't, like, has Kyrie played?
Not yet.
No, not yet.
Okay. So like I said,
He's still up on that mountain.
Still up on that mountain.
He's still up on the mountain.
Kyrie, well, I just don't know. Maybe he played yesterday or the day before.
No.
So if Kyrie's not back, you don't get the actual value. Kyrie's got to come back and play. So right now, the asset that you can shop would be Anthony Davis. That would be the one. And it's the same thing. If Jalen Johnson's 24, you have Cooper Flag that's 19. We don't want 28-year-olds. We want picks, and we want people that are 23, 24, 25. We want that because then for the next 4 or 5 years, they can grow with Cooper Flag. That's the idea. You look at the OKC model. Right? Shea is the oldest of them, but they got young players, young assets that when Shea was 24, 25, they were drafting these dudes. And now Shea's 27, 28. These dudes are 23, 22, 24, and now they got a monster. So if you're following the exact same template, Jalen Johnson's your Shea. He's 24. When Shea was 24, 25, they were drafting Chet, they were drafting J-Dub, they were building a team around him. So, but you got to have the assets and the young players to build around a Jalen Johnson, a Cade Cunningham, a Brunson. You know, understand when Brunson first showed up to the Knicks at 24, 25, they were like, oh, we got one. We got one. Okay, well, these assets are gone. Let's get in Josh Hart. Let's get in Mikal Bridges. Let's get in OG, guys that are in that same, 5-year timeline to match with Jalen Brunson. Do the same with Jalen Johnson. You saw what they did with Luka. Luka's kind of like the same. He was young, so they went and got all of that talent and group with him. So, like, that's what you want. You want 20, if he's 24, you want 26 and below, and you want picks. That's what Dallas should do. That's what OKC did. OKC got all the picks and all young talent.
I'm with you on that, but what I'm saying is it don't make sense to me because Kyrie is not a spring chicken.
But you can't trade him when he's hurt.
No, but I'm saying, ACL is not like Achilles.
He's got to play.
No. He will play. But what I'm saying is, if I'm Dallas, I'm seeing this through. They're only about 2 games from being out of the play-in tournament. I'm like, fuck it. Let me see what this look like the second part of the season. See if we can actually get into the postseason. And let me see what Cooper Flag, Kyrie Irving, and Anthony Davis looks like. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't jump the gun, not right now, and just trade Anthony Davis if I'm the Mavs.